takes the clear water from offshore, pulls it slightly inshore and towards Diamond Head. The other current is the exact opposite. We call it an EVA current. It pulls slightly offshore and west, so it'll take all that water that gets churned up by the waves crashing on the shore and splashing tourists, and then it pulls that water through our dive site. And 1 hour it can be great, you can see everything. The next hour, like a green line comes through and you can't see. So that's the #1 complaint on Yelp, if you read Yelp, is cancellations. Right? You come offshore, you're expected to see what you guys are seeing right now. Great stuff, right? And then you get canceled on. So that's the #1 complaint. The second biggest complaint is my sushi jokes. Yeah. Alright, looks like we still are hanging on to this Diamond Head current. So Captain Stu is going to show this shipwreck on the starboard side. Creeping up to the YO257. This is the largest artificial reef we have down here. It's a big oil tanker. It's 174 feet long. Yeah, you can see the fish will start coming into view first. So that's called a dory fish out there.
A dory fish?
Like dory.
It's me!
That's not the fish he's talking about.
Oh, where's the dory fish?
Yeah, some of these dory fish.
I need to see the dory fish
like
because I have dory.
Dory's actually a blue tag, and these are yellowfin surgeonfish. They are actually closely related, but that's not Dory. She's lost somewhere.
Where's Dory? I need to find Dory.
I'm just checking to see if there's any turtles in there.
Where's Dory? I am Dory. I need to find Dory. Is that Dory?
I'm working on it.
That is Dory. That's a blue tang, everyone. That's me. That's Dory. Hi, I'm Dory.
Yeah, this was a
Okay.
vessel.
Oh, thank you.
For the U.S. Navy. YO is an acronym for Yard Owner. Carried
Wow.
250,000 gallons of fuel while it's in operation. First built back in 1944 at the Puget Sound shipyard in Washington State. Yeah, this, we lost actually that part of that smokestack that just collapsed earlier this year, about a month and a half ago. This one's actually been holding up pretty good. The next one we'll look at, you can actually kind of see the remnants of it, just kind of an outline of it there on the other side. That one was in a fire, so that one's kind of been falling apart a little bit quicker. But yeah, this one was holding strong until about a month and a half, 2 months ago. We had some super big surf here in Waikiki for one day, and we came down the next day. The smokestack fell. So what? That's the bow. Yep. Right off the tip of the bow, you see the current indicator. Looks like windsock.
I really like these orange and white fish a lot.
It tells us which way the currents are pulling. That'll dictate which side Captain Stu will pass on. That's not anchored. What they did was they filled it with gravel, right? So when they sank it, they cut these big holes in the side, these big square cutouts. When you sink it with holes down the side, the water flows in evenly, and then you sink it upright, so it sits up nice for us. And then they fill it with gravel so that it stays in that position, right? Have you ever seen a ship go down the wrong way, like Titanic, right? It hits the iceberg and then it goes down face first, right? If you've never seen boats crash and sink, sometimes they break in half, right? But you go to YouTube, you can see lots of very experienced captains losing their licenses after the trip. Yeah, probably the best ever. All right, spinning around again. Yeah, there's a similarity because Yeah, unforgiving and you're driving in 3D, right? So I've actually just started my pilot training myself. I train the pilots kind of slow days. You have the turned up operation, you know, train on the other submarine. I've done 9 tours, 9 underwater training dives, T-dives, we call them. You gotta do at least
Excuse me,
100 minimum.
Do you have anything you'd like to say to YouTube?
Considered to be signed
For
off
what?
as
For the
a
video?
full-fledged submarine pilot. Right? Of course, you're gonna need that license.
So what's some crazy things that you've seen on this submarine?
Okay, the craziest thing I saw here on the submarine
pilot
was a monk seal stick his head in, pull out a brain out, and sat down and eat it.
Really?
While it was eating it, the mosquito was biting it, but it doesn't matter. Monk seal has a very thick hide, so it doesn't bother.
Yeah, it's always good to be learned.
Oh, so it's like they have gator skin, huh?
Yeah. And then I saw a pelagic
Alright, so
fish.
creeping
The
up
heads
to
was
the
up
bow
this
of the YO-27.
was after a storm.
Port side, we got some of these drawing fish out here.
That's
You
amazing.
cannot draw very
Biggest
well.
thing I've ever seen.
Someone has to
What's the
draw fish.
craziest customer
That's the
you've
fish
ever
you
had?
draw, right?
The craziest one.
The craziest customer you've ever had on this submarine?
Now we need to go out a little bit further for
Scream
that
and a shark came.
because the current's actually turning into Evo right now.
And I had to assure him.
So
One other person
it's probably very weak.
saw the turtle
on the wrong
and she
side.
was mad. She thought it was a
Might
plastic
switch it up on the next
It
one.
wasn't a
see
real
what that
turtle.
happens.
And she got
Stew,
real mad.
I like
And
stew.
then when the turtle started to
Stew.
swim, I said, plastic turtles don't swim.
Got a lot of these pyramid butterfly fish on the bow here.
What did
Except white ones with
What-
orange outline.
what did you
One of
do?
the 2 black stripes
did I-
along with
What did you say when she said that it was a plastic turtle?
I'm telling you, it's not a plastic, it's a real
Headed
turtle.
It's a plastic turtle. This fish. These fish are plastic fish.
Because it wasn't moving, it was
one unicorn
sleeping,
fish
so it
there
looked like it
underneath
was
the
not a
catwalk.
real
See this
turtle.
one coming through
Then
the
it
corner
started
and
to
said,
swim away, and so I said,
unicorns
no.
are
I'm still filming you, but I'm also going to get the
Okay.
window at the same time. So what else happened?
Trigger
Let's
fish, you
see,
got tons
I
of trigger
had
fish. Yeah. They're usually not so concerned with being around the artificial reefs because they have other ways of protecting
They were
themselves,
disappointed because they weren't big enough.
like the trigger. Right?
Really?
And most people are happy to see the
Yeah,
dolphins.
they
weren't
like
weren't happy because they weren't big enough.
they do.
It's like we need to feed these dolphins steroids. Pump them up, boys. They'll thank us
There's
later.
That, this whole smokestack right here by the yellowfish. That's what
Yeah.
collapsed over.
This area coming up right,
Right
here.
past that.
Yeah?
See how
turret.
all of it looks
And,
like
that house is
like
mooring line. This is where
Bridge
diving
on the
boats
deck.
go to.
Yes?
That's
Serious
from
scuba
last
diving
month.
can come down.
Really?
The storm caused the half of the wheelhouse to fall
At this
down.
depth,
So that's actually
probably got
part of
about
the
half an hour
wheelhouse.
underwater.
Wow.
So last
The deeper you go
month, and it was
underwater,
the
less
surge
time you
that
have.
did that.
This is the pressure
Now,
change.
one more thing, this ship is about 150 feet long.
So a tank full of air up on the surface, you get down to this depth,
That's how strong
it's
this is.
not like half full, right? The amount of air that's compressed is like half the size. Actually, yeah, it's 60,
So what
60,
made you
30.
decide to work on a submarine? Are you some
I'm
kind
a
of
scuba
captain?
diving instructor here.
You're a scuba diving instructor.
And so this is where I do all my diving. And I needed another little job. So I had friends that work here, so they got me on this.
All right, we're gonna turn inshore.
Have you ever had a near-death experience while diving?
No, not here, not
Really?
really.
And Captain
Other
Steve's already
areas,
talking
maybe in the
about
lakes, I have,
possibly
not
going
here.
in between.
So what are other areas that you may have had?
I have dove all through Asia and the Great Lakes.
That's amazing. So, what's the best place you've ever dived?
Best place I've ever dove, there's actually 2 its kind. One is in Malaysia and one is in Palau.
Really?
Yeah, the coral and the fish life are amazing.
Yeah.
Because the water is warmer. So let's say the
That's
water
the,
here right
river
now
method,
is
right?
about 80 degrees. Malaysia was over 90 degrees.
What was the
Alright,
scariest
so
diving moment you ever
sure.
had?
The scariest is
We'll head over to
diving
the
under
bow
ice.
of the San Pedro.
And my
It looks
legs
like
snapped. I
Captain
didn't know where I was.
Oh my goodness.
He's gonna go
And like when you're a diver, you need to figure out which way's up and like try to aim for
Almost
that.
always go.
And see
Yes,
that
so
long
when you
rock
don't
ridge
have your
out there,
line,
that leads us
you don't know which
where
way
it's
up is, do you?
If you're in,
It's kind of secret on the edge of the long rock ridge. So, you know, I like this pass the best
what they call vertigo.
on the offshore side because it filters
So you could have
towards us.
drowned.
You get to see
So what
what's
you
the
do
top
is
of the
you
shipwreck.
get your gauges. And you
Hopefully
blow
there'll be
air
a
out.
turtle over here.
Air will
You can't
always
see a
go up.
turtle yet, but this is like the
Sometimes I
spot
wonder
where
why
the
does
turtles
it
hang out. It's by the shipwrecks.
It's really going up.
Block themselves with the ocean currents and take naps. on the
Amazing.
That's the scariest
So,
part.
So when you're a
just like
diver,
on the
is it
tours,
almost
it's like
like
a
there's no sense of
95%
real
chance.
direction except for looking at that thing?
If you can't see, if you don't have any
95%.
reference point, yes.
which leaves about 5% chance
Amazing.
that you miss out.
Not so much unless you're at night here, maybe, but pretty much in this area you don't.
Oh, there's a.
What got you started with
Right
diving?
down here on
What's that?
What got you started with
I
diving?
always liked doing it. I always was fascinated.
Down
since I
there,
was
it's
a
a great
little boy.
barracuda. They can get up to 6 feet long.
Ever since you were a little boy, huh? Do you remember
And
the
this,
first time that you ever went
San
diving?
Pedro
Yes.
fishing boat.
I was
Caught fire. Turtle.
11.
We got a turtle, guys. Oh, there's a turtle on the far side.
on my
In the
friend's
middle,
shoulders, and I
you see
rode
the
my
backside of the turtle.
Oh, I'll be right back. I gotta get the turtle or the video
Its head as
watches
you
will
come
be
through
back.
here.
Where is
That
it?
is a Hawaiian green sea
There it
turtle.
is.
The
There he
Hawaiians call
is.
this-
Yeah, people in the video would be mad if they heard a turtle announcement and didn't get to see the turtle.
Highway, highway. Come in, come
I
in.
see it, Mother.
Tortuga. Tortuga. Titicaca.
It's right. It's right there. That's the turtle.
That's all the words for turtle I know.
There's his head. That's a fake turtle, sir. I don't believe that turtle is legit.
Fish out there.
I don't know what you're trying to play
Bigger
here.
than that too.
Huh?
They get a lot bigger than that.
Amazing. I'm very disappointed in you. So
Yeah, the
anyway,
turtles come down here and they
more
sleep.
about your first time diving and what it was like.
They can hold the for hours at a time.
Rode piggyback on my
And
friend's
most
older
vessels say
brother.
they can
And he
lower
would
the heart
breathe
rate
from
down
this
to
regulator
as
and
low
pass
as
it
1
to me, and I
beat for
heard
every 8 minutes.
I was about 10 years old or 11 years old.
Oh, there's a puffer fish. Where's that?
Puffer fish.
Oh, there it
Right
is.
right
Let me zoom in on that, and then I'll ask you more questions.
Now we'll follow these bricks out towards the Death Star and then Captain Stewart
Amazing.
spins back around and we'll head over there.
He must be used to the submarine because he's not all puffed up. Sir, that puffer fish isn't puffy enough.
But they
I demand a refund.
swallow water and they puff up about
Now
twice
this
the
stuff,
size.
it's
And
100 feet
other
long.
fish cannot eat
At
them.
least it's
So they-
220,000
Smart.
pounds.
Seal won't eat them, and that is
It
the
is
most
the
poisonous
world's
fish we can
largest
ever
submarine.
So the monk seal must be very immune to different kinds of poisons.
Yeah, so the poison doesn't bother them.
So you must really admire monk seals
Oh,
because
I do, very much. I always loved
240 volt battery
if I ever
system.
see a monk seal, I'm going to name it EBZ, like my friend, because he's really thick-skinned.
Oh,
Look together.
So,
And 240
what else
batteries.
happened when you were like riding on the back of?
I got to
60
see
on one side, 60
freshwater
on the
turtle
other side.
where they lay
They have
their
24
eggs.
volt system.
Barrel,
Comms.
and I lifted up the top, and it was full of turtles.
Amazing.
Charged me probably to
So
somewhere
it was
around-
from that moment. Did you know that you loved diving and that it's what you wanted to do?
We only go
That was
7
much.
Thank you, sir. I really appreciated hearing about your life.
The value of the sub.
Fist
well,
bump?
When we bought it in 1994,
Thank you.
I bought all the pieces and we put it together ourselves in was it Eugene, Washington. That cost us $5.3 million.
Ah, I messed up the seat.
It's getting older, but
bad.
a
Oh,
sub
no,
like
it's
this
Velcro, thank goodness.
is grandfathered into the old handicap laws. So we got this ladder here, and we can roll with that. That's what grandfathered in. But if you build another sub like this, you'd have to build something that could take a wheelchair and yeah, something like that. So they don't make these anymore. Estimations say that maybe it's worth between $10 and $12 million now. We tried to get into with Aulani, the Disney, on the west side. Right when they came here, they're finishing up their hotel. We were talking to them about maybe making a partnership and giving them one of our subs, and they could do tours offshore over there, right? And they said, great idea. We'll take the big one. And we said, no deal. So, yeah, this is the moneymaker. Right? Everybody wants to ride the premium tour, big sub. got the bigger windows. Our smaller subs are 65 feet long. They weigh 80,000 pounds. They carry 48 passengers. So carry 64. 64, yeah. All right, well, as we spin around here, Captain Stu's asking, you guys want to see how fast this puppy can go?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to drop the hammer here.
All right.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Happy
Hold
New
on.
Year.
That's all we got, yeah. We're not too fast. We got 3.5 knots, about 3 miles per hour.
I don't know if I can take this guy's really fast. Just kidding.
Rule in boating, right? Boating
Oh, a little
101.
fish on the bottom.
Never drive faster than you're willing to hit something. So we drive slow and we're safe. Yeah, shipwreck starboard side. Some big sea urchins out there. The Bunna, Hawaiians call it. You
What
see
if
this
it's a
whole stern
conspiracy
section,
and we're
you
just
see it
circling around the
cased
same
close.
shipwreck over and over and nobody knows? No, I'm just
Glass
kidding.
is falling over. There's a fishing boat that did some double
This is
duty
a really
cargo
cool-
Oh,
ship.
look at the pufferfish.
Where? Oh
Carried
my
jugs of
gosh.
soy sauce from South Korea to South America
Oh,
in 1975, and it caught fire on that fateful journey. Crew actually tried to put out the fire with the soy sauce.
What a weird fish.
They didn't get it out with the soy sauce. But it's liquid, yeah, it makes sense. The turtle is there. The turtle is there.
Where's the turtle?
It's wiggling around.
Where?
It might be irritated with us. Too much noise. Maybe it's just trying to wedge itself.
Oh, right there. The big one.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. It's so big. How come that's so
Right there, it's moving now.
What is you?
It's so big.
That piece of paper, that
All right. Well, that was the last of our artificial reefs.
that was a fish.
We're gonna head towards our coral gardens en route to our surfacing zone. We'll be surfacing the sub here in about 6-7 minutes. Before we can ever surface the sub, we gotta let the surface know where we are. It's important because there might be a boat or a catamaran or a pirate ship up there. Yeah, we don't want to play Russian roulette with the sub here, so we send up a blast of high pressure air out of our air ballast tank system. You'll see that from the surface like a large jacuzzi jet up there. If there's no traffic above us or in the area that could be dangerous, they'll stay clear to surface. If there is traffic, they'll say standby, maintain depth. And if for any reason they want us to come up quickly, they'll say blow and go. And that's actually how we do service the sub. We blow our air ballast tanks full of high pressured air, forces out the ocean water in those tanks. So we lose weight, we gain buoyancy, and we go to the surface.
What's
we
that?
blow, and then we go.
Oh, that's a dead fish.
Now we could stay down here for,
Amazing.
Where's the dead fish?
well,
We can't see it from.
beginning of the day it's like 36 hours. Coast Guard regulations say we have to have at least a 24-hour
I
life
can't
support
find it
system,
now.
so 24 hours worth of breathable air. But we run the tours at 45-minute clips, you know, we're losing that air. So what, we got probably like 32 hours maybe left of air. That's the good news. The bad news is I only have like 30 hours worth of jokes and information, so that last 2 hours is super tough. And yeah, there's no bathrooms, so it might get messy. Now we have to recycle the air, kind of like an airplane, because you know, you breathe in the air. We keep it at 21% oxygen, which is just like surface air, so that's comfortable. Right? When you breathe out 16% of that oxygen back into the air. So we can reuse that, we breathe that air.
Wow.
But you also breathe out like 3 to 5% carbon dioxide, and that's the bad stuff. That'll eventually become toxic if it
Excellent.
builds up too much. So we pull this air towards the back, And through that grate back there on the starboard side, beneath the depth gauge, it's a steel grate. Behind that is the key to the whole scrubber system. That's what they call it. It's panels of this substance, looks like white kitty litter. It's called soda sword or soda lime. But it naturally just absorbs carbon dioxide out of the air.
Hey,
We
Jen.
take that cleaned air, the scrubbed air, we put it through an AC compressor, and then we blow it back into the cabin by these little tubes by your legs here. You can feel these little slats with the AC coming out there. It might be cold, but we can't turn it down because it's all hooked into the scrubber system. So if we turn off the AC, we also got to turn off the oxygen for the most part. And then we pump in just oxygen through this one hole up in the front here. My finger on that. Just pure oxygen comes out, pressurizes the cabin, and keeps it at 21%. That line there, that's her navigation. I call it the dotted line. Put rocks on it, but we're getting close to our surfacing location. It's very close to our primary surfacing location. We call it the Circle P. Lots of different places we can come up from, and that's all dependent on the weather and the conditions, right? 4 factors we'll consider. Our number 1 factor is the currents. How strong and what direction are they pulling? Second factor is the direction of the waves, right? Because on boats, you want to be pitching, not rolling. Pitching is where you rock bow to stern, right? And that's more comfortable, right? If you're rolling starboard to port, people get sick, right? So we want it to be comfortable. Third factor is wind. Works just like current, except for it's not as strong. And the fourth factor is time. How much time do we need to get all the passengers out of the sub and the next group into the sub and have the submarine right over top of the surfacing and the drop zone, right? Surfacing zone is different than the drop zone because you get pulled into that spot. But yeah, then we want to have visuals go down and, Alright, so Captain Stu is turning into his position. Probably about 1 minute to 1 minute 30 seconds. He'll send up this marker.
I love Captain
He
Stu.
basically just opens one of the air ballast tanks on the starboard side. Sometimes he likes to open 2. And then he turns 2 knobs. Blast that bubble up to the surface because the tanks are open. They go through the tank up to the surface. This is a popular place for the octopuses to hang out. Captain Jim in the back says if you come down here at night, now we don't do night tours, so scratch that off the list. We don't do that because you can't really see, but he's a scuba instructor, and they come down here with lights, and the octopuses come out at night. Then we got starfish. They're actually super smart creatures, octopus. It's just off the port bow. I can barely see it in my window. Alright, 30 seconds, we'll be setting up this bubble. Any last second questions?
Are you with my mom? Sorry.
I'm going to open up these jump seats here. You guys can punch your back. Maybe drop the ladder, get everything set up for all the resurface.
Yeah, we saw it.
Here we go, here, Alright, the copy, clear, service, below, change, release the vertical limits.
Oh, are we getting out? Are we getting out?
All right, here we go. Clear the surface. We're blowing and going. Dumping the waterway.
Here we go.
Gaining
Let's hope that
buoyancy.
no boats
You
run
hear
into
the
us.
fuzz on the outside. Sometimes the HV air is forcing out that water. And welcome back, everybody. You made it. How about a big round of applause for your pilot today, Captain Stu. All right, we're gonna open up these hatches. If you're sitting right by the ladder, you're what we affectionately call the special
Jazz, don't
effects
leave
seats.
any of your stuff. There's some kind of charger there. Look.
Some water might drip in, but I promise it won't be any more than a gallon or two. No big deal. When we exit, we like to send the port side out the back door, up that aft ladder. Starboard side, you follow your row up to the front here. Myself and Captain Stu. Just word to the wise, when you're going up the ladder, if you don't want to get kicked in the face, don't put your face right behind their feet. Otherwise, then it's your fault. You got too close. You might be a Nike victim. All right, welcome to Maui. There's a rainbow.